All right, next I want to look at lesson 2-2, point slope form, and talk about some of the key points within this, or the key concepts within this. Let's first look at how to write an equation in point slope form. We're going to look at two different ways to do this. First, a line with a slope of 1/2 passes through the point 3, -2. What form can you use to write the equation of the line? All right, let's talk about that for a second. If we're given the slope and we're given a point, then it makes sense to use point slope form. Point slope form is y minus y1 equals m, parenthesis, x minus x1, where the m is the slope and the y1 and the x1 are the point. So, what is the equation of the line in point slope form? All you're going to do is take the point and the slope and substitute it into the point slope formula. So the y minus stays. Now y1 we get from the slope. From the point. A point is x comma y. So if I want to get my y value, it's right over here. It's a -2. My m, my slope, comes from over here. We're going to replace the m with a 1/2. Parentheses comes down, the x and the minus come down. Now x1 comes from, again, the point. Our x1 is 3, so I'm going to rewrite it as a 3. Now, as I'm looking at this, it looks a little bit messy, so we're going to clean it up by simplifying. Anytime you see a double negative, you can just write that as a positive, because a negative negates a negative. And so the line, or the equation of the line in point slope form that goes through the point 3, -2 and has a slope of 1/2 is y plus 2 is equal to 1/2 x minus 3 in parentheses. Well, what if we were given 2 points? Easy. First, we need to find the slope. So just recall that the slope formula is when we take the change in the y's over the change in the x's. The vertical change over the horizontal change. Let's assign the first point x1, y1, and the second point x2, y2. So in order to find the slope, all we have to do is substitute in the values for y2, y1, x2, and x1. y2 is 6, y1 is 2. x2 is 1, x1 is 4. So 6 minus 2 is 4, and 1 minus 4 is -3. So our slope, m, is equal to 4 over -3. In order to put something into point slope form, all you need is the slope and 1 point. Well, looky here, we've got 2 points. Let's start with 4, 2. I'm going to write the point slope formula using 4, 2 and the slope that we just found. Okay, so again, y minus y1, well, y1 in this case is 2, equals the slope, 4 over -3, parentheses x minus x1. In this case, our x1 is a 4. So this is just one of the many equations that we have in point slope form for the line that goes through points 4, 2 and 1, 6. The other one we could do is we can use 1, 6. So it has the same exact slope. It's just a different x and y coordinate. So we're going to do the same thing. Y minus y1, in this case y1 is 6, equals the slope, 4 over -3, parentheses x minus x1. x1 in this case is 1. making the point slope form y minus 6 equals 4 over negative 3 parentheses x minus 1 close parentheses. And in both of these, they have the same slope. In both of these, it's different points, but both of those points are on the line with that slope. Next, I want to look at how to sketch a graph of a linear equation in point slope form. So, in order to sketch a graph of a linear equation in point slope form, well, they want to figure out what is the graph of y minus 3 equals negative 2 over 3 parentheses x plus 1. So first, let's identify the point. Remember, our formula is y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So as I'm looking above the x1, I notice that it's a plus 1 in the parentheses, but my formula has a negative. So let's rewrite the formula that was, the equation that was given to us, but using the formula, so making sure that we have that negative in there. Y minus 3, that's fine. Negative 2 over 3 is fine. But now this x, we're going to take away. Well, how did I get a plus? I must have had a negative 1. So as you can see, when I'm identifying the point, my x value is negative 1, and my y value is positive 3. So now that I have that, I can start to plot. Let me bring a graph over. Oops, undo. Give me a second. There we go. All right, so I'm going to plot negative 1 comma 3. So I go left 1 from the origin and up 1, 2, 3, and plot my point. Now that I have a point, I'm going to use the slope to plot a second point. Again, my slope, replace the m, so my slope is negative 2 over 3. So I'm going to go down 2 in the vertical direction and over 3 in the horizontal direction. So from the point that I just plotted, I'm going to go down 1, 2, and over 1, 2, 3, and plot a second point. I also could have gone up 2, but then I would have had to assign the negative with the 3 and go left 1, 2, 3. All you need is 2 points. Once you have 2 points, you can connect the dots and draw a line through them. And there's the line that I was able to graph given point slope form. Hope this was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. Please do some practice problems. Stop